My First Bible presents The Friendship of David and Jonathan. And it happened that King Saul summoned his son Jonathan and his servants and angrily commanded them, "I want David dead!" Jonathan, who loved David so much, went to him and warned him, "David, you must hide in a safe place. My father wants to kill you." I will go out to the field with my father and speak to him about you to try to convince him not to do it. When I find out what's going on, I will let you know.
Blah, 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 blah.
David listened and hid himself. In the field, the prince spoke to his father. "Father, why do you want to commit this great evil against your servant David? He has done you no harm," said Jonathan. "On the contrary, what he has done has been of great benefit to you and to the people. He risked his own life to kill the Philistine, and the Lord gave a great victory to all Israel. You saw it yourself and rejoiced. Why then would you sin against an innocent man and kill David without cause?" And King Saul replied, Yes, all right. As surely as the Lord lives, David shall not die." Then Jonathan called David, and after telling him everything, he brought him to Saul so that he could serve him as before. Later, once again, war broke out against the Philistines. David went out to fight and defeated them so skillfully that the Philistines had to flee. Later, the evil spirit once again took hold of Saul. He was sitting in the palace with his spear in his hand. As usual, David was called to play the harp. Suddenly, Saul threw the spear. But David dodged it, and the spear stuck into the wall. Quickly, David fled that very night. Then, Saul sent several men to David's house to watch him through the night and kill him the next day. While in David's house, Michal, his wife, warned him, "David, if you don't save yourself, if you don't escape tonight, my father will kill you." Immediately, she helped David escape through the window. Then Michal took a statue, put it on the bed, placed a goat hair pillow at its head, and covered it with clothes. When the men Saul had sent arrived to capture David, Michal told them, "Shh! Don't make noise! My husband is sick. You can't do anything because he's in bed. Go away, and don't make noise." The men, looking at the bed from afar, thought it was David. They returned to King Saul and told him what had happened. Saul, very angry, replied, "Bring him to me! What does it matter if he's in bed? Bring him or kill him!" So, the men returned to David's house. But when they arrived and saw that what was in the bed was not David, but a statue, they realized that Michal had deceived them. Then they brought Michal before Saul, and he reproached her. "Michal, my dear daughter, why did you let my enemy escape?" She answered, "Well, Father, he threatened to kill me if I didn't help him escape." Meanwhile, David fled and found Samuel in Ramah. There he told him everything Saul had done to him. Then the two of them went to live in Naioth. When Saul found out where David was, he sent his men to capture him, but they did not succeed. Sometime later, David returned and went to Jonathan. "What have I done?" asked David. "What crime have I committed against your father that he wants to kill me?" "Kill you? No way, David," Jonathan replied. "My father does nothing without telling me, no matter how small it is. Why would he hide something like this from me? That's impossible." "He won't tell you, Jonathan. Your father knows very well that we are very good friends. I'm sure he thought you shouldn't know anything so you wouldn't be upset. But as surely as the Lord and you live, I assure you that he wants me dead." "Tell me what you want me to do for you," Jonathan replied. "Look," said David, "tomorrow is the new moon feast, and I am supposed to sit at the table to eat with the king. I will hide in the field until the day after tomorrow. If your father asks about me, tell him that I insisted you let me go to Bethlehem, my hometown. Tell him that all my family was gathered there to offer a sacrifice to God. If he answers calmly, then you will know that I am not in danger. But if he gets angry about that, you will know that he has decided to kill me. Here in the presence of the Lord, you have made a covenant with me. I beg you to be loyal to me. If you consider me guilty, you don't have to hand me over to your father. Kill me yourself." "Don't say such a thing, David," Jonathan exclaimed. "If I ever find out my father has decided to harm you, don't you think I would tell you?" "Well, if your father answers you harshly, how will I know? Who will tell me?" David asked. "May Jehovah be witness to this, that by the day after tomorrow at the latest, at this time, I will know what my father intends. If you are not in danger, I will let you know. But if he tries to harm you and I don't warn you so you can escape, may the Lord punish me. Just as God has been kind to me, I ask that you never stop being kind to me and to my family." In this way, Jonathan made a covenant with David because he loved him as himself. Because of that affection, he asked David to confirm the covenant under oath. "Look what we'll do. When I know my father's answer, go to where you hid last time and stay next to the stone of Ezel. I will pretend to be shooting arrows. I will shoot 3 arrows in that same direction. Then I will tell one of my servants to go and retrieve them. If I say the arrow is closer, that will mean you can come out without any worries. But if I say the arrow is farther away, that will mean Jehovah wants you to leave and escape." And that's what they did. David hid in the field, while Jonathan went to find out his father's plans. On the day of the new moon feast, the king sat at the table to eat. Jonathan sat opposite him, while the commander, Abner, sat next to Saul. David's seat was empty. That day, Saul said nothing, but thought,
Something must have happened to David that he didn't come to eat. Surely he is not purified. Yes, maybe that's it.
On the second day of the new moon feast, they sat down again to eat, but David's seat was empty again. Saul, noticing this, asked Jonathan,
Jonathan, do you know where the son of Jesse is? He hasn't come to eat yesterday or today.
"Oh, Father, David asked me to give him permission to go to Bethlehem, his town. He told me to let him go to his family to offer a sacrifice to God." Saul, when he heard this, he got furious with Jonathan.
You son of a wicked woman! Do you think I don't know you're friends with David? Tell me where David is! David is condemned to die!
"But what sin has he committed? Why must he die?" Jonathan protested.
What part don't you understand that if he stays alive on this earth, you will never be king? So go find him and bring him to me!
"But what wrong has David done to deserve death?" Jonathan insisted. Because of that answer, Saul, full of rage, threw his spear to strike him.
Oh my gosh!
At that moment, Jonathan was convinced that his father was determined to kill David. Furious, Jonathan got up and left, not wanting to take part in the meal. The next morning, Jonathan went out to the field to practice with arrows. One of his younger servants was with him. Jonathan said to him, "Get ready to find the arrows I'm going to shoot." The servant ran ahead, and Jonathan shot an arrow that went past him. When the servant got near the place where the arrow had fallen, Jonathan shouted, "Farther! The arrow is beyond you! Hurry up! Don't stop!" And so Jonathan kept shouting at him. This was the signal. He did it without the servant suspecting anything. Only Jonathan and David knew what it was about. When the servant finally picked up the arrow and brought it back, Jonathan gave him his weapons and asked him to return to the city. As soon as the servant left, David came out of his hiding place. He bowed down 3 times, face to the ground. And then they embraced and cried together. But David wept even more because they both knew he was in great danger because Saul wanted to kill him. "You can go in peace, my brother," Jonathan said to David. "Jehovah is between us as a witness of the covenant we have made." And so David went on his way, and Jonathan returned to the city. Subscribe and comment, leave us a like, and follow us on our social media. Hey! Like in every video, it's time to say hi to our friends who commented on our posts. If you want a shout out in the next video, follow us and comment on our latest post on social media, Instagram and YouTube. But before we start, huge thanks to all our Oh My Gosh members! Alright, today's shoutouts go to Bump in the G, Praisin, India, thank you very much for your super thanks. Janair Wright 3526, Anakin 7101, Henderson EN, Tideana, Will, Lindsay, and Avi from Mississippi, Cairo and Elena, Beyond Realms Music, June Holden 4741, Alazar and Abel from Eswatini, Scripture Bits, Hart from the Philippines, Jonathan and Josiah from Jamaica, Pierre family, Eliana, Samuel, Tracy, Alexis, Darian Charles, Deja Rain, Zendaya, Ajani, and Azariah from Trinidad, C, D, and Ethan from Kenya, Darren, Darian, Dejan, and Darren, Aviella, Ellie, Gershom, and Susan from Uganda, author Brandis Meltzer, Perpetual Pretty, Will, Avi, and Lindsay from Mississippi, Trey, Talia, David, and Gabby in South Carolina, Baby Hadassah from Fort Worth, Texas, Valerie, Adira, Mira, and Diana from Toronto, Canada, Lively Stones, Gakolo Langrenier, Orape Langma Sasang 4222. Thank you very much for all your great support!